Hello there guys, it's me Unstable Voltage. Welcome back to episode 36 of Europa Universalis IV as Venice. Before I get started with anything else, I'd like to thank Mr. Sullinvar for pointing out something that I'd completely forgotten about because it's been that long since I've played a Merchant Republic. And that is, I haven't built any trade posts anywhere. Now, if you don't know what trade posts are, they're something that is, they're specific to Merchant Republics, and they were added in the Res Publica DLC. And you can build a trade post in a province that you own for 50 admin power. Now, I think they've changed a little bit. They used to be worth 15 local trade power and +1 naval force limit. But they just seem to be worth 10 trade power now. But that is really, really useful. There are a couple of limitations. You can only build one in each trade node, and you cannot build one in your own trade node, in your home trade node. Now, I'm not sure whether that means the your home node is the one where your capital is or where your trade capital is. Normally they're the same place, but not always. But there are certainly a few that we could build to try and improve things. So let's just have a quick look at a few things we've got going on. We've got 67 ducats currently coming in from trade. Our home trade node is obviously going to be Venice. But we could also build something in the Ragusa node, we could build something in the Constantinople node, and we could also build something in the Aleppo node, which would be Cyprus. Now, as Mr. Sullinvar did point out, by building one in Cyprus, it would also give us a lot more caravan power, and we'd be able to actually pull more trade in from Persia. Because we currently only have 1% control in Persia. There is 3.84 ducats coming out in this direction. We have 25% control here. So let's go ahead and start getting some of these trading posts built. They do cost admin points, but we are ahead of time in everything, so we can certainly use some admin points for that. So we'll start by clicking on Cyprus. The button is down here, just above the trade node. As you can see, it's telling us here that the Ottomans have the most power with 136 trade power. So we'll gain 10 extra trade power by building a trade post down here in Cyprus. It will take some time for us to actually see the results of that. The next one we should build probably should be in Constantinople, because we do have the coastal centre of trade and the Sound Hole here. You've also got to remember that it's also dependent on the trade good as well. So some of them may have better trade good. Like Hundavendigar, for example, does have a better trade good. But I still think we'll get more out of Constantinople. So let's go ahead and build one here in Constantinople. And then we will go and build one in... Right, between Epirus, you have wool, which is worth 2, and Ragusa has naval supplies, which is also worth 2. So it doesn't really make a lot of difference. Let's go ahead and build one in Ragusa then. And I'm not sure if we can actually build anything. Well, we can. We can build down here in the Alexandria node. So let's go and build one down here as well. Give us some more trade power in this area. Not sure if we can build in provinces that belong to our vassals. We cannot. We need to own and control it, so it needs to be ours directly. Don't think we have any other provinces in any other nodes, not yet. Actually, where's Parma? Parma is actually in the Genoa trade node. Now, I prefer to actually be able to build it in Genoa would be more useful. Having a lot of trade power in Genoa doesn't really make a lot of difference because all of the trade's just going into Genoa and I can't collect from there. So maybe we'll grab something. We'll either take Genoa or we'll take Firenze, but we'll have to see what happens. So let's go ahead and unpause the game. We can now go ahead and actually have a look at our trade. We'll have to wait until the end of the month for that to tick over. So we're at 0 army maintenance at the moment, or at least we're on low army maintenance. We've only got one person embargoing us, which is fine. And there we go, we've now made 73 ducats. So we've made a considerable bit more. Now, another thing I wanted to take a quick look at is Fezzan, because they still don't have much of an army. They did have a few troops stuck up here somewhere. I think they might be moving them down. But let's go have a quick look at the ledger. We want to look at military for Fezzan and see what their force limit is. So they actually have a force limit of 13. And they have 17,000 manpower. So you've got to ask yourself, why do they have so few infantry? So let's go back and have a look at the economy. And, oh, no, it's not that one. We just look at country. Country and find Fezzan on the list here somewhere. So their income is only 4.67 ducats per month. And they have a fair bit of money in the treasury. The development's not all that bad. I'm not sure why they're not building up to their manpower, but maybe we could give them a little bit more money. We are making quite a bit of gold. So I'm going to go to Fazan. And I am going to, under economic actions, give them subsidies. And we'll give them subsidies for, let's say, 50 years. And let's give them 5 ducats a month. We can cancel it later on if we want to. We can easily afford that. Right, let's unpause the game while things tick on. We need to see who we want to make nice with and who we can potentially upset. We've got to be careful where we do try and take land, of course. Now, we could just keep fabricating on the Ottomans, which is definitely something that I should be doing. Let's have a look and see what provinces we have claims on. Would be nice to get a claim on Bigger, so we can control both sides of the strait. So let's go and fabricate a claim on Bigger. We shall do that. What do we have here? Gain the stability, we're at max stability and lose some prestige. Or we can gain the prestige. But advisor costs also go up by 25%. It's only for a few years. I think we'll take that. We'll take the extra prestige. Extra prestige is nice because it helps you get rid of aggressive expansion more quickly, which is always going to be useful. We have pretty much fabricated on as much of Hungary as possible. Hungary are quite small these days. Who are you allied to? You are currently allied to Muscovy, which I don't like, and Portugal. Trier and Pomerania wouldn't be a problem. We can't declare war on either of those, so we will find an excuse to go to war with Hungary at some point. We still want to keep fabricating claims on Naples, which is what we are working on. We probably still have a truce, and indeed we do. France, the Commonwealth, and Austria wouldn't be willing to come in just yet. Would be nice to take some of this off them. I definitely think that's probably the next war we should work towards. We could declare war on the Ottomans. They are allied with Tunis, the Crimea, and Nuremberg. None of those are particularly scary. It would be nice if we could get the Commonwealth to come in. They're fighting in another war. Once that has gone, they would probably be willing to come and help us. What war are they currently fighting in? They are the attacker in the attacker against Muscovy in the Swedish conquest. We have a potential rebel uprising. Sunni zealots. Where are you going to pop up? Let's have a look, see what provinces we are most likely in. Cairo, again, of course. Are we still converting Cairo? How long is this going to take to convert? August of 76. The quicker we can get this converted, the better. We definitely need to get some troops down there. Let's just quickly go ahead, put up our army maintenance, if I click on the correct tab. So we'll put up the army maintenance. We'll grab a stack with a leader. Where are our transports? Those are our transports there. What have we got? You are a 2-0. You are a 1-2. So we'll go and pick up that stack, and we'll try and get them to Cairo before those rebels pop. You guys get on the boats. I might have to rebalance some of my... is it the boats we've got selected? Yeah. I might have to try and rebalance some of my armies. I don't think we're actually at the force limit. No, we're actually quite a bit below the force limit. I was still going for those 24 stacks, the 12, 2, 10, which is maybe a little bit heavy on cannons, to be honest. Maybe you only need sort of 6 cannons. A 12, 2, 6 is a sort of an ideal size. Maybe I shall start working on that once we've dealt with this. You don't need military access. Right, now hopefully you guys can get into that province before anything pops. Obviously nothing will pop until the next month. Anyway, they're only at 80%, so we should be good. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and delete that template, and we'll create a new one. And we'll just have stacks of 20. So this will be a standard 20. And the standard 20 will be 12 infantry, 2 cavalry, and 6 cannons. We're probably already over that, but we'll see what we can sort out once we've dealt with this rebellion here. That rebel faction's actually going away, so that is a good thing. So let's sort out some more of these and try and get them to the right numbers. So we're probably going to have a few extra cannons, but we can use them to make another stack. So let's go ahead and peel off 4 cannons. We will move you to... let's just put all the extra cannons in Venice itself. You are short an infantry regiment for some reason, so let's hire an infantry regiment, and we will go and split off some of the cannons. So that's 4 more cannons that can go over to Venice. I know this is just a lot of quite boring maintenance, but I mean at the moment I'm doing it without having the... I'm doing it with on speed 3, but at least I'm not paused. So we've got these smaller groups down there. This is one army that's currently split into 2, which I don't think needs to be anymore. I think we've got rid of all of that potential uprising there. So let's group these guys together. We will also split off 4 more cannons. Didn't quite work the way I wanted, but that's fine. Let's get you up to here. We definitely need to try and get Gauls, just so we can connect our territory together. We're still over the leader limit. Can we insult somebody? I guess we could probably insult the Ottomans. Where are we? It's a relation... Oh, we've already insulted them. Cannot insult them again. Who are our rivals? Britain and Spain. Can we insult Spain? Of course we can. Obviously didn't count, so we're over our limit, but that's fine. Right, truces have expired. So if we wanted now, we could potentially go to war with Spain. I'm also got diplomats free that, again, I've not been paying attention to. So let's go and try and get some more land from those guys if we can. Let's also go and make some more claims against the Ottomans. Bolu might be nice if we can grab that. So let's go and do that. So if we were to declare a war against you guys, who would be willing to come in, if anybody? Just sent a diplomat, can't do that just yet. Zealots have almost gone. What I want to do, of course, is wait until the conversion is done. That'll make things a little bit safer. Fazan is now up to 7,000 troops, and they may even produce some more. Should probably have my vassal on to... probably more supportive than anything else. Just in case we do go to war. We have high fervour. Let's go on to stability for national reputation. Mind you, we might be going to war very soon. So before I actually spend that, let's consider what we're going to do there. You guys are working your way back. When is that conversion going to be done? Very, very soon. We don't need these guys anymore. Let's bring these guys home. And potentially put ourselves in a good position here to go to war. We're already at full maintenance. Still making 26 ducats a month. That is fine. Let's get you guys onto the ships. And let's get the ships up here where they need to be. Drop you guys off over here. We will also unmothball the heavies. Because we're definitely going to need to use those. And we'll need to try and build some more units here. So we want 6 cannons, but let's make sure we've got 2 cavalry and 12 infantry. And we're building those out of our own manpower pool, which will be fine. We've got quite a decent amount of manpower. We'll be going a little bit over our force limit. In fact, so much over our force limit, I think I'm actually just going to go and get rid of 2 of these cannons. So let's select one of these units and get rid of them. We'll keep the other 2 around just for now. There is some provincial unrest again, which is Cairo, but as soon as we've done with the conversion down there, that should go away. There we go. So that is sorted. Nothing else that we can convert anymore with the look of things. Just Romagna, which we can't actually do because we don't have enough religious power to do it. So if we were to declare a war on Naples, we'd obviously be declaring a war on Spain. Mecklenburg, Cleves and Hamburg would come in. France would not, because they are fighting in another war and they've got some war exhaustion. Commonwealth are also no longer fighting in another war. They're also highly in debt. Austria is also fighting in another war. So if everybody wasn't in other wars, this would be a lot easier. So it doesn't look like we're actually going to get any warring done on this particular episode, which is a little bit of a shame. So let's try and get a good stat together here. Now, we should have some extra cannons here that we don't need. Yeah, we've got an extra 2. So let's select you guys and just move you over there. And you're still an extra 24 stat that you don't need to be as well. So 2 more cannons. There's another 2 spare cannons. And we've got another 2 there to make 6. Lose a stability or lose over 1,000 ducats. That really, really sucks. But I've got plenty of money. So we'll just lose that. Let us just go and, just for the time being, because we do have high fervour and the cap is at 100 points, we'll just put it on stability for a few months, just so we don't go too much over the cap. I didn't mean to move that whole group. I was just trying to break off the extra cannons. I'm not too sure what I did there. Obviously made a derp. Can I move through Austria? Well, we can do it with the fleet. So let's go ahead and do that. That was one of the main reasons for bringing the transport fleet back up here as well. So you guys have got 4 extra cannons. Well, 2 extra cannons. No, 4 extra cannons. Let's break you off. Move you up there. Force limit wise, we are just slightly under the force limit. But we do have 2 cannons too many. So we could massively overbuild if we wanted to. Let's go ahead and delete those cannons. We'll group those 4 up. I think we'll leave them there in Venice and swap those guys around. There we go. Transports can just dock up for now. We'll put the transports with the heavies. We can recall the trade fleet if we need to. What are we like in terms of our naval force limit? We're still nowhere near it. We could definitely afford to get some more lights here. So let's go and get a couple more queued up in Venice. There's another and another and another. That's a total of 5. 6. Can we get anywhere quickly? 7. 8. 9. And 10. So 10 more lights. It's actually quicker to build stuff over here down near Constantinople than it is anywhere else. So we'll get 10 more lights. We'll still be below our force limit quite considerably. But we're just trying to prepare to go to war. We also need to get some... Oh, what was my mission? Didn't I have a mission to save up money? And we're also losing a lot of fervour now. So let's turn the stability one back off again. We'll keep gaining. Missions. 2,000 ducats. Well, I could have probably done that if I wasn't... I could have probably done that if... I don't even know what I'm talking about now. I'll just shut up. What I was trying to say was I could have probably hit 2,000 ducats if I hadn't got that negative event to lose so much gold and then bought a load of ships and stuff like that. Now, Hungary appears to be in an interesting war. They are getting beaten up by Sweden. If we were to declare war on you now, Muscovy wouldn't come in. This is interesting. Portugal would come in. I mean, we could totally beat up on Hungary here. Not really all that bothered about Portugal, Trier, or Pomerania. The problem is these guys are getting sieged quite hard, but Muscovy not being in a war could be quite useful. It would be nice if we could take some of these provinces from them. Interesting. I don't think we need to give Sweden the military access here. This could be risky, but at the same time it could work out. I'm going to start moving some troops over to this side. Obviously we're going to have to use the transport fleet because we're still kind of stuffed by this province belonging to Austria. At some point we are going to have to declare on Austria just so that we can get through their land. We could probably just siege as much stuff as we need out with a 20 stack over here. Our current ruler is a 411. He is 41 years old. I think we can keep our current ruler for a while. Losing a little bit of Republican tradition, but it's not too bad. So yeah, I think we can do this with just one leader. We want the guy who's got siege, I suppose. Unfortunately, they're also getting quite a lot of stuff sieged out. But I think they'll be out of the war soon enough. We have also taken a little bit of damage, and a lot of my lights are all sort of building up. I would like to try and get all of the lights together. And the reason I say that is because I don't want to end up with them getting forced out and sunk by somebody else. Let's move you over here to Macedonia. It might be more useful. And let's just start getting some of these lights over to Laika. Quite a lot of them are going to be done relatively quickly. There's another one. Ah, one of our generals has died. What's the betting that was the one... Oh, no, it wasn't the one that had the... I was fully expecting it was going to be the one that had the siege value that I just assigned to that army. We were over our general's limit anyway, so that's not too terrible. We could always make our ruler into a general. He's probably not going to be all that good. We'll have a look. Oh no, it's not. Wrong button. Good job it gives you the warning. And he's a 3-1-2-1. That's actually not bad. Not bad at all. So there's 6 more of our lights. And how's the situation with Hungary still? They're actually in a couple of wars because they're in a war against the Ottomans as well. Muscovy still wouldn't be willing to come in. But I think we could defeat Portugal, Trier and Pomerania if we needed to. Let's just have a look at their little alliance network. So Pomerania's all the way up there. They're not going to do anything. Portugal would come in. Now, why would Tuscany come in? That I don't understand. Is Tuscany... No. Oh, they're just in the war for some reason. So, yeah, I think we'd actually be alright. Who is it again? Trier, Pomerania, Portugal. Yeah, I don't think we have to worry about those. So that might be what we attempt to do in the next video. So I will be giving that a little bit of thought. Let's continue to move all of these light ships up to Laika. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here. Let's group all of those together just before I do. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you are still enjoying EU4 as Venice. I'll see you guys on the next video, and until then, goodbye for now.